Hello and welcome to 15K Plus Random Movie Reviews. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
This is Random Movie 898. My eyesight just, my close eyesight, my stupid eyesight. I need to back up from my monitor. Back up,
Colin. Back it up.
Back up. I'm moving my monitor away from me. This is Unforgiven, as I just said, directed by Clint Eastwood, written by David Webb Peoples, who wrote 12 Monkeys, Monkey, and Blade Runner.
Very good. This guy's got not cojones, but he's got talent.
He's got the chops. Budget 14.4 million, box office 159.2 million. Academy Awards: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor for Mr. Hackman, rest in peace. Best Film Editing, Joel Cox. And Golden Globe Awards: Best Director, Best Supporting Actor again for Mr. Hackman. And it's got a Metascore of 85 and a user score of 8.3. I don't believe I ever watched this before. As I was watching it, I was like, I don't think I've watched this before.
Wow.
Which is strange.
Yeah, considering how damn good a movie. Well, from my opinion, I'll hear your opinion on it, but I absolutely love this movie. I'd seen this a couple of years after it came out, when it hit terrestrial TV in Ireland, and I was somewhat blown away by it. I loved it. I loved how the depiction of gunslingers was a little bit more realistic than what we were used to. A little bit more gritty, a little bit more goddamn depressing.
Yeah, and also it's not this sort of bang bang, everybody bang bang, kill everybody, everybody's dying. It's sort of like, although it does annoy me a little bit that
of course it does.
Clint Eastwood's
At
Will goes, I ain't that guy anymore. He says it about 50 billion times in the movie before he actually is that guy.
Oh, again. He's absolutely that guy. He always is. He's just pretending to himself that he isn't.
Yeah, Clara, his wife, was the catalyst for him changing as a man. No more booze, no more killing.
Yeah. I like that as soon as he has even a sniff of whiskey, he's just a monster.
Yeah, he gets the bad news that Ned is dead at the end. Ned's dead.
Ned's dead, baby. Ned's dead.
Whose chopper is this? It's a horse.
It's a horse, baby.
It's a chopper. Sorry. Jesus, we're just mixing up everything.
Blend all the movies into one.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, the minute he gets bad news, he goes, give me that whiskey, kid. Yoink.
Give me a gun, give me the whiskey, let's go do some stuff.
But the kid is like going, no, I'm good, actually. I just killed the guy. I'm just going to go home.
Yeah.
Keep the money.
The right decision, I think.
Yeah. But so it's not your average Western. You're not going to see a lot of killing in it. There is obviously some killing, more so at the end. Yes. But you're going to see somebody battling with his past and not wanting to do it. But then we see at the start of the movie, William is a pig farmer and he doesn't know shit about farming pigs.
But he does end up in a lot of shit.
He does.
Repeatedly. He's absolutely useless as a farmer. All his pigs are sick. He's trying to get them all apart from each other and it's just not going well. He just keeps falling over. Quite a lot at the start of the movie. Yeah.
So we see that sort of background of where he's at now, and we have the kid comes along and goes,
the Schofield kid.
Yeah, although actually 2 scenes at the start we need to mention is the scrolling text at the start, which sort of is an interesting start to
it's different
movie. It's different. There's no narration. It's just a sort of Star Wars-esque.
It's a little bit cheaper looking than that. A country and western, not country and western, but a western style of approach to that. Yeah. It's a couple of paragraphs of exposition. I like it.
It's fine.
I don't need to spend time on it. I love how there's some stuff you might need to know it. We're not going to spend more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, it just pretty much says it was from the perspective of Clara's mother, which is an interesting angle to take on it. It's like Clara's mother found out that she married William, who was a murderer and a crazy person. Don't know why, but she did. But she didn't die from him. She died of whatever. Smallpox, as you do back in the 1800s.
Back in the day, yeah. That's usually what got you.
And then, so after that, it's a lovely sort of horizontal scene or horizon scene. I mean,
there's a tree in the background, there's a grave, sunset, and it's just him standing beside the grave looking a bit sad.
Yeah, nice palette of colors.
Beautiful, yeah.
But it goes straight in there. You're pretty much. I can imagine you going into a movie first thing in the 1992, and then it just goes straight into a whorehouse scene, for want of a better word. That's what they called them back then. I'm not
billiards, Colin. Billiards.
Yes, and so there's a lot of, like, it's quite violent at the start, and this is the sort of the catalyst for the entire movie. Two blokes cut up a woman's face in the brothel, and then that's the entire movie.
Just to make an important little distinction, one bloke does. One guy's kind of standing around going, "Oh crap!"
But then he holds her. He's the guy.
He holds her. So what happens to him is deserved, but he's more. He realizes it was awful. But the other guy, as it said later on, he had it coming.
Yes. So the ladies of night gather the money together, and that's why the kid comes knocking on William's door, going, "Can you help me? I'm a big ass motherfucker, and I'll shoot everybody."
My uncle said you're a mean guy, dark guy, no emotion. I ain't that guy anymore.
Yeah, and then it's exaggerated what they did to the woman as well. You know, they cut out her eyes, cut off her ears,
out, and and some other
$1,000.
A lot of money.
Yeah, he ponders the silhouette of the kid in the distance. He's going, no, Clara wouldn't want me to do that.
Then he fecks around with some more pigs, and it's like, you know what? Screw this for a lark.
And pig shit is pretty.
It's no fun. No fun to be laying face down in.
No. But yeah, as you said, the guy that sort of abetted the cutter, they bring the pony, so they had a deal. That's okay. So Gene Hackman, the sheriff, said, listen, bring 7 ponies next spring and you can go along your way. And so they do, and then your guy that abetted says, here's a pony for the lady who got cut in the face. They just throw crap at him and go, get out of here.
Yeah,
I thought it was quite nice of them.
Yeah. It's probably not what we call justice nowadays.
Having said that, she's healed up quite well. Her scars really aren't that bad.
They're not great, but you know, he deserves to be in front of a judge. There should be a trial, as opposed to give me some horses.
Yeah, so Sheriff Little Bill, played by Gene Hackman, he's judge, jury, and executioner this place through the entire movie.
Judge, Judy, and executioner.
Judge, Judy, and executioner. Yeah. Yeah, so he's sort of he's the antagonist of the entire, even like he takes over from the two guys as the antagonist. The two guys don't do anything. They're incidental, really. They're just sort of a plot device to keep.
No, he definitely is. And he's kind of a likable antagonist in it as well. He's got an interesting way about him. He's got his own concept of justice. He's a somewhat confident man, and his deputies are kind of in awe of him.
But
he's still the bad guy.
Yeah.
Or is he?
Who knows?
He's just one of many, perhaps.
Yeah. Clint can't shoot for shit. He's trying to aim for shit, but then he's off on a shitty horse. And see you in 2 weeks to his 2 kids.
I like what he does when he's trying to shoot the coffee can off the stump. He misses like 7 times or 8 times, but he empties an entire revolver into her, 6 times, obviously. And he gets annoyed. He walks into the house, just gets a shotgun. Done. I can do this. Shotgun.
Weapon of choice.
Yeah, I can't aim. Shotgun.
Yeah. So Will is on his way out, and he drops into his old buddy, Morgan.
Neddy boy.
Ned. There's a lot of similar names in this movie.
Bill,
Will. Ned. And
Ed.
What was the name that we just said? Zed's dead.
I think that we just said that about
something.
Ned. I know, somebody died.
Anyway. Yeah, so he his wife was obviously not happy that she knows what
Sally
he's all
Two-Trees.
about.
She doesn't say a word, just gives him the evil eye.
Yeah. So, Ned goes, all right, I'll come along. Bye.
I actually love how he's convinced to come along. Clint never actually asks him. He just comes along and says what he's doing, and he starts walking out the door. He's like, I'm coming with you, so.
Yeah. This is, like, I think this is first time he's like going, I ain't like that no more. Well, you're going to kill somebody, so you're halfway there.
Well, Ned calls him out in it. Calls him a bullshitter. Basically, he says, if Clara was still alive, you wouldn't be doing this. And you think, well, it ain't like that no more. Still,
Ain't like that no more.
Grumpy old Clint Eastwood. I love him as a grumpy old man. He's fantastic.
I was wondering actually how old he was in this. I didn't check
63
CDT.
or something.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. He's in his 90s now.
Yeah, but 90s is 40 years. No, it's not. 30. I don't know. I've lost the.
Yeah, this is
will
92,
to
I
count.
think. So this is like 33 years ago.
33.
32 years ago, something like that. So he was I think he was 62 or 63 when he shot this.
Oh, okay. Because I was like looking at it going, please don't let him be younger than me. Please don't let him be younger
That's
than
exactly what I could. Oh dear God! Please let him be older. Oh, he is.
Yeah.
For now.
So we get the other acting tour of the force coming into the movie now. Richard Harris as English Bob.
So goddamn good in this. English Bob from Limerick, Ireland.
Yes. It's not the first time he played Cromwell in a movie, I read.
He did, yeah. He's such a good voice, though.
He does. Yeah.
Like, as an English voice, he's perfect. In fact, it's not very often you hear him with an Irish voice.
No, true. Yeah, I was talking this week actually about Harry Potter, and he obviously only did the first two movies, then he died.
Croaked it, yeah.
Michael Gambon, who took over from him, just wasn't as good as him. He was.
See, I disagree on that one. I actually consider Gambon a better.
No,
I don't like Harris being warm and fuzzy.
Yeah,
I think when he's being intimidating, he's much more interesting.
Yeah, but there's certain things that Gambon does that's just bullshit. Like in Goblet of Fire, that famous thing, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? And in the book, it's Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? He asked calmly. It's like, what the hell?
That's gangster Gambon coming out.
Yeah, true. But no, I think Richard Harris was more just silky and smooth, and I would have liked to have seen, well, anyway, he's dead. So
yeah, we didn't get the chance to see it.
And so is Michael Gambon.
Yeah, okay. That's the end of that then.
So now you have the guy from Third Rock from the Sun doing it.
Lithgow.
Yeah, John Lithgow will be Dumbledore.
I'm not sure if I like that, but we'll see.
Nick Frost as Hagrid.
That seems like the right choice, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, back to the West 1880s.
Oh, Bob. Back to Bob. He's
English
being an
Bob.
A-hole, snobbing it up on the train.
Yeah, about royalty and about...
nobody would ever shoot a king or a queen, but a president, yeah, why wouldn't you? And everybody around him looking, we're going to kill you.
Then they go, this is probably English Bob, and everybody gets scared.
Maybe don't start a fight with him. He's just looking to shoot you, effectively, which is exactly what he was doing. He was riling the guy up so he'd pull a gun on him and he'd give a chance to shoot him because
he's a dangerous man.
Dangerous man.
English Bob.
Yeah.
He's heading to Big Whiskey, it's called, the town?
Big Whiskey of Wyoming.
Yes, Big Whiskey. So yeah, he's heading there because he's heard of the reward that's out. So he's
$1,000, not to be sniffed at.
No, absolutely not. We have a sort of incidental sort of, or maybe you have read into this more, that
the pheasant shoot.
Nah, I'm skipping that. It's not even.
Okay.
Sheriff Bill building his own house.
Yeah, I think it's trying to build a little bit of not backstory, but
he's shit at it.
He's absolutely shit at it. I think that's the point.
It looks good, but
looks good apart from when it rains and leaks.
Yeah. So English Bob doesn't surrender his gun, so we have a standoff between Bob and Bill. It's not really it's a good take on a Western standoff because it's not gun v gun. It's sort of a
man v man, really.
It's a vocal
intimidation.
standoff.
Yeah, and it's great dialogue, and it's brilliantly Harris's delivery is just fantastic. And
he's so scared of Bill. You can tell he's just so fearful of him.
He knows Bill.
Yeah.
Harris is a dangerous man, but Bill's got he's got 12 lads around him or something stupid as well. So Harris is screwed.
Yeah. So he takes the gun off, and he says, and then I'll have that 32 Bob.
You wouldn't leave a man defenseless from his enemies, would you?
Yeah. Yes, I would.
Been slagging off the president again.
Yeah.
Slap.
He kicks the shit out of him. I
Oh,
read that.
grim.
I read that was real kicking. He wore padding, Harris. So
Really?
nice, good kicking.
Wow. Him as well in his 60s.
Yeah.
Getting a proper. I wonder, did Eastwood get a similar kicking later on? Was that real?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Actually, That wasn't in the trivia
Wasn't
section
one
of
of the
IMDb.
tidbit.
I like that Hackman then is like he kicks the shit out of him, then he's like shouting around, "There's no horse gold. Tell everybody.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Move back. Nothing to see here."
It's very much like that. He kicks the living crap out of him. Big scene. What are you all looking at? Go home.
Yeah. There was a couple of moments in this movie where I thought the dialogue was pretty bad. The next scene when Morgan and Clint are on the horses and they pretty much are just talking about masturbating. It's like, what do you do? Use your hand?
Yeah, that bit's a bit
shit.
I don't even call it stilted. It doesn't feel natural for the characters.
No, it's a bit naff.
Yeah. I'll be honest, there isn't too many of those, so I'm not going to complain about it.
I thought sometimes in this movie Clint was a bit acting wise. Everybody else is great. I thought he was playing obviously the character, and there's not much range, but
he's playing a character, if you will.
I'm a dude. Playing another dude.
But that's effectively what I see of him. He's got this mask over his face, pretending not to be Munny. He's pretending to be a dad and a good man and blah 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 blah. But beneath all that, he's just an asshole wanting to get out and, be an asshole.
Being what he's good at.
Yeah, he's crap at everything else by the looks of it.
Yeah. We find out because the kid that they were following, chasing up on because they want to meet up with him and meet the thing, he's blind as a bat and can't shoot for shit.
Yeah. Which isn't good necessarily a bad thing.
It's a good character trait in somebody. Like, it's another new little innovative twist that he's a little, from the first conversation, he's full of shit. He's not a killer. He says, "Oh, I've killed 5 men," blah blah blah. But
you can tell by people's faces that nobody actually believes any of the crap that's coming out of his mouth. Like, "Yo, you killed 5 men, did you?" Yeah. You did, yeah.
You did in your arse. The scene in the jail was very good. The duck of death scene.
It's a great deliver, but it's he's corrected by, what's his name, Beauchamp?
Yeah, Beauchamp a lot, but then he just goes with it. And then Beauchamp is twisted.
What I want to like about Hackman here, he says, "No, it's the duck of death." Shut your kick hole.
Yeah.
So it's great intimidation, but it's subtle. It's beautifully delivered as well.
Yeah, it's a great whole scene. Sort of, and then he goes into this whole real story of Corky's death.
It's so well delivered, such an interesting little story, little details of why the duck is an absolute idiot and is lucky to be alive.
And even better, I read today that this was the rehearsal, and they just took that because it was so.
Wow, good. Really?
Yeah, when Gene Hackman died, the actor who played Beauchamp told all about it. He said, "I couldn't believe I just breathing in the air that they were doing this, and it was great."
Saul Rubinek. He was actually quite good as well, actually. I thought he was very good in this.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, and he gives him the gun, Beauchamp the gun, so there's this whole very sort of power play that, Hackman's in control.
Little Bill's a confident man.
Yeah, for sure.
You have the gun. In fact, why don't you give English Bob the gun?
Yeah.
Bob turns down the chance because he either thinks it's not loaded or just doesn't think he has a chance of taking him.
Yeah. Will, again, in the next scene says, "I ain't like that no more, Ned."
It's still not like that. Because you got that the first 5 times.
Because kid, it's like, "Yeah, we get it. Come on, move on." It's because the kid told a story of him killing 2 sheriffs up close, which is good. It's a good premonition for the end scene.
I like later on, though, a few minutes later, where kid's off ahead and Ned turns and was, "I remember you killed 3 men instead of 2, wasn't it?"
Yeah.
"I ain't like that no more."
"I ain't like that no more, Ned."
See, I like the repetition on that. I think he's the lady doesn't protest too much type thing.
No, I think it was too much. I think it was.
You think it was too much?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Especially the way he delivered it as well. I
I
think
like
why not change it up a bit? Don't say I ain't like that no more, Ned. Say that was a long time ago or something. That was a long time ago, Ned. I can't
like
shoot
that
for
no
shit now.
Yeah, that is true.
There's a can on my farm with no holes in it.
Well, there's loads of holes in it. It's just
There's
not,
not
a
from a
revolver
pistol.
bullet.
Yeah, I love I love English Bob's exit. He gets all cockney when he's leaving.
Such a beautiful change, isn't it?
Fake English, fake posh guy. He's like, "I'll be fucking back."
Yeah. He says just like Bob Hoskins.
Yeah, Bob Hoskins. Sling your rook, mate.
You ain't got no honor.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So at this time, we get a lot of Beauchamp's just shacking up with Bill now.
He loves it though. He's getting all this great details, all vastly more realistic from what the accounts were from the Duck of Death. Bill is more of a realist on how fights happen and how gunfights happen, and how most of the time it's bit of luck, realistically.
Yeah, he loves the fact that he can tell the first-hand accounts and Beauchamp's eating it all up.
Oh yeah, both of them are loving it.
Yeah, the lads make it to Big Whiskey, but it's been pissing down rain, so Will's a little bit sick.
Yeah.
So the lads go upstairs. Two lads go upstairs to do some business.
Early on some of the reward.
Free ones, as they're called, later on.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, Bill comes in to Will and beats him the hell up. And they all escape.
Yes. He doesn't realise who he's kicking the crap out of, though. So he lets him go, which is a massive mistake. If he knew he was Bill or Will Mooney, or is it Money? Money? It's Money.
Money, yeah, Will Money.
If it was Will Money.
I was expecting when he was huddled up in the saloon, Bill...
You thought he couldn't come out blazing.
Fucking Will. No, I thought Gene Hackman would come over and go, well, Will Money.
See, he'd never come across him before, thankfully. Otherwise, the story would have been over.
Yeah, true, but he
knew of him.
He jailed English Bob and let him go.
But he knew English Bob was a dangerous ass man, whereas this was just some old 60-year-old lad coughing his lungs up.
Yeah, but if he knew who he was, he would still just jail him and then chuck him on the next train out of there.
Well, if he knew it was Will Mooney, who was what do you call him? He used dynamite to kill women and children.
Yeah, well,
he might have just shot him.
Might have if they knew that much. Yeah. So they shack up. The ladies of the night just tell them there's a shack out in the middle of a meadow or something. They shack up in the shack. They shack up in the shack, and Will gets stitched up in the face. I love the fact they've got like two Crayola drawings of the two dudes that
I know
slashed the lady.
I couldn't tell the difference between me and you and the lads.
I was looking at a Crayola going,
he's got a face. He's definitely got a nostril, maybe two.
He's got a circle for a nose. It's weird. Anyway.
It's not great.
So it takes a while for him to heal up, and the lady who gets... I figured at the start, okay, the lady that's got scarred in the face will end up with Will.
Nope.
No, it doesn't happen.
And I liked it doesn't happen.
Yeah, of course you do. You don't like that traditional tropism.
Don't like tropes. Maybe the not being a trope is becoming a trope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but there's not really... I don't know. There's not really much of a connection there. Like, we have this weird...
But I do like his... He keeps referring back to his wife, and in this conversation he does as well, as a reason not to, get free ones, because he is kind of still trying to be a good man at this point.
Yeah,
even though he's about to kill somebody. But
yeah. Next scene kills. This is a very interesting scene and very good, actually. It goes straight into the ambush.
Amazing scene. I love it. Love it.
One of them gets. Ned freezes and can't shoot.
Yeah, well, it's been like 15 years or something since he pointed a gun at a man, so he's not that man anymore, as the other guy keeps saying. He's literally not that man anymore, whereas Clinty boy, or Will...
Will steps up.
Steps up. He's not really good with a rifle.
No, so but this is the thing, like he shoots him in the gut, the guy, and you can hear him yelling and hollering and...
They shot me, guys, they shot me.
Give him the goddamn water.
It's a horrible scene. in the you can hear the pain and the misery, but it's so realistic for that fact because people don't die easy.
No.
You just go, "Ugh, I'm shot, I'm dead." No, you bleed out and you slowly die unless you've been shot in the face.
Yeah.
It's grim, it's miserable, and for that, it's a fantastic scene.
Davy boy.
And the effect it has on Ned, and Morgan plays this very well, actually.
He's like in the...
He's destroyed.
Yeah, we see this camera angle of Will with the rifle shooting down with the kid behind him, but then Ned is over to the side, just hunkered down, head low. He knows he's
in shock.
Past that. Yeah, he's past that now. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
But Will steps up and he does it. I don't think he's 100% happy, but he's like going, well,
he doesn't
I want the money.
He
Got 2 kids at home and
he thinks about it for
pigs.
about 2 seconds. He just grabs the gun.
Yeah.
Gets the job done, like separating pigs.
Yeah, the kid is annoying. He keeps on asking questions then. It's like, shut up.
Did you shoot him? Shut up. I'm trying to hit him.
Yeah.
We shot him yet? Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
are we there yet? No.
Next day, yeah, exactly. Next day, Ned says, I'm done. I'm out of here. Cheerio, Chuck.
Yeah, but in fairness, Will says, we'll still give you your share.
Yeah.
Even though the kid's complaining. Will's like, don't listen to him. He's an idiot.
Yeah. The townsfolk gets word that one of the guys had been killed, so they get all torched up and they're angry at the ladies of the night as well. They chuck a rock through and they go, yeah, bloody murdering.
Yeah, but ladies don't take no crap either.
No, they're
vicious when they need to be. I like what's her name? Not Scarlet.
Strawberry
milkshake. Strawberry Alice.
That's what's on the menu in the brothel.
And billiards.
Yeah. And billiards. Yeah.
She's very good in this.
Yeah, it's what's her name? Natasha Frances Fisher.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, she's powerful in this. Very strong character.
Saul Rubinek that played Beauchamp in True Romance previous episode.
He certainly was. We've got a few callbacks to a few different episodes, I think.
Clint Eastwood, Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah,
that's it.
Oh,
yeah.
Morgan Freeman, 7,
and Changing Lanes.
Oh God,
episode 3 or something. 2 years ago.
Yeah, let's forget about that.
And more. So they get Ned. They find out Ned and the other dude is in a ranch, and Bill sends one of his overweight sheriffs to protect him.
Bad choice.
Ned gets a whipping by Will.
Little Bill's got him. Yeah, he's bull whipping him, trying to get information out of him.
Doesn't do it.
Doesn't do it straight away.
Yeah, but then he comes up close to him behind his shoulder and goes,
such an intimidating shot, isn't it? You got naked chest of Morgan Freeman there, and he's just over his shoulder going, I'm going to start asking not so nice now in a second. And it's so dark. I love it.
Which foreshadows him.
Oh, it does.
Killing him.
It does, yeah.
I do like the fact that the other dude comes out to the outhouse and is going poo-poo, and Will change the names, make them a lot different.
I actually appreciate the fact that, sometimes people have the same name.
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted. Yeah. Ted is the assassin.
Yeah. Anyway.
Will.
Yeah, exactly. Will says to the kid, away you go, son, all yours.
You've been asking to do it all day.
I thought he was going to shit out of it and just get, no pun intended. But
he has no real choice because while this is happening, the fat deputy steps outside and Clint starts shooting at him to keep him back in the house so the kid can finish the damn job.
Yeah, it's a good scene because he's there wavering.
He opens the wrong door as well, so there's a 2-door outhouse. Good. I love that because I didn't know it was a smashes it open. There's nobody there. And he's like, oh crap.
Why didn't the other guy realize, somebody just opened that door very viciously beside me. I should be prepared.
Maybe he thought somebody really needed to take a dump real quick.
They had bad rice aroni.
Yeah. So he changes. He takes 2 or 3 seconds and he's like, oh crap, wrong door. Oh.
Wrong door. Hello? Anybody in this one?
Yeah. Cracks this one open. Again, it takes him 2 or 3 seconds. He's pointing the gun.
Yeah,
But
and
we have more shots go off. He does it.
Yeah, we've got a good POV from the barrel. Like, we are facing the gun. That's a good shot. That's the only way you can shoot that shot, basically.
Yeah. But it's done so well. And the look of fear and on his eyes more so than the guy he's shooting. It's fantastic.
You know it's his first kill.
Once you pop,
you can't stop.
That's what happened to Will.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, they have a little debriefing on the outskirts of the town, and the kid is getting all oiled up nicely with some whiskey, and he's like,
"I shot damn good, didn't I? My first.
My first kill." Yeah, no shit.
You're useless, Tob.
The kid is realizing then, it's a lot of good lines in here that I didn't write down, but it's like, yeah, he's not going to be
not like you
anymore.
Will, I'm not like you.
Yeah, not like you. It's like, yeah, we fucking know, piss off.
You could have come to that realization a little bit earlier, buddy.
Oh, and Will says, "We all have it coming, kid."
I love that line.
It's a good line.
It reminds me a little bit later on a response to Little Bill later on. Ain't about deserves, but we'll tackle that one.
Get there soon. Yeah, one of the ladies comes out, gives them the money, and says, Ned's dead, yo.
Ned's dead, baby. Ned's dead.
Ned's dead. Oh, yeah, we were just... Yeah.
At the start. Yeah. Circling back.
Yeah, Ned squealed as well in his final hours. He's told them everything about them and where they're from and blah, blah, blah.
It gives Will 2 good reasons to go kill Little Bill.
His family are not safe.
Yeah, his family ain't safe. And 2, he killed Ned. So both of those are probably enough.
Yeah.
And he's having a few swigs of whiskey now as well. So.
He takes the gulps now. This is when he starts drinking again.
But there's almost, I think it's a conscious decision from Mr. Eastwood. His face just goes from placid to just plain mean. And I love it. He's throwback to old school, Sergio Leone style, mean gunslinger, absolute monster type thing.
He did dedicate this to Sergio.
He did. Deservedly so.
Yeah. So, yeah, he heads in. He sees Ned in the coffin. This is what we do at Assassins around here. Written in very good handwriting, actually. I thought.
Yeah, it was, actually. He didn't deserve to get shot if he wrote it.
How would you like me to do the handwriting, boss? Cursive, definitely. not capitals. Cursive.
Bit of class.
Right, boss. Okay, boss. All right, he just walks into the saloon. He kind of knows... It's sort of a bit weird because there's 20 guys in there. They turn around. It's one guy with a double action shotgun. If all of them had just taken their guns out, then he'd be dead.
But that's the beauty of this, because that's what would happen. You'd all look around and go, what the is this dude?
What the hey?
Because they don't know who he is. It's some guy with a shotgun.
It's a pity the piano didn't stop, Trope. I like that trope. Give me that trope anytime.
But what I like
it's a good
is
trope.
He straight away, he asks who owns the bar. Skinny goes,
fair.
well, that'd be me. Okay, pop.
No, but he tells him to back up first.
Well, no, he asks everybody else to stand to the side a little. Would you stand to the side a little bit so I can shoot this guy and only him?
Yeah, I
great.
don't know what. Yeah, it's fine.
I love it. I don't know how you feel it, but I love the fact that he singles him out because Ned was at the front of his pub and he's like, "You're going first, mate."
True. Yes. Yeah, you decorated the front of your pub with
my
my friend,
friend,
so you're sorted.
Yeah, sorts him out. He tells everybody else what he's here for. Then Little Bill gets cops on as to what's going on. Oh, so you're Will Munny, or Money?
Money shot.
Yeah, that was the money shot.
Yeah, but he's like going. He does say, "Okay, he's got one bullet left, guys. When he clicks it and shoots me, then all of you pop him."
He's quite the pragmatist, as our friend Little Bill. He knows he's probably going to die, but he's like, "Kill him. When I'm dead, you kill him."
Yeah. Weirdly enough, we have another little twist when the gun misfires. So he just throws it at him.
But it's the perfect thing to do.
Yoink.
He's about to get shot by the man who just said misfire. Throw the gun at him. Bang.
Bang.
Lovely scene. Love it.
And then, of course, all the guys in the deputies and stuff...
They'll shit themselves.
They shit themselves and miss him. And he doesn't because... I ain't like that anymore. You are like that.
But that's what I love about that is that's a throwback to Little Bill talking to the biographer earlier, saying most people
Yes.
when they go for the gun, they go
Right.
too quick and they
Yes.
miss
Right.
99% of the time. Sometimes you get unlucky, but everybody bloody misses when they do that. It's exactly what everybody does. They're like, pop, pop, pop.
What's that quote from that weird movie? You hit half your shots 50% of the time or something. I can't remember. It's just
60% of the time works every time.
Something like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. So they all miss. But Will is calm as you like. Again, a throwback to what Lil Bill was saying. He doesn't miss. He takes his damn time.
Right.
He kills absolutely everybody that's pointing a gun at him.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And he takes another shot of whiskey.
He does, nice and calm. And then he says, anybody who doesn't want to get dead, go at the back.
I don't know if he's going to shoot Beauchamp or not. Like, I was like, yeah, kill him.
He was thinking about it.
He's a storyteller. He's going to squeal on where he lives, what he did.
He was definitely thinking about it.
He was. Then he's like, get the hell out of here.
But
and I thought it was going to be another trope again where, Sheriff Bill is not dead. He's going to rise up his gun again. But nothing really stressful happens because Will sees him.
Again, I love the lack of trope here, and I love the delivery of the last line from Bill and how it's answered. I don't deserve this. I'm building a house.
I'm building a house. That's exactly what I wrote down. Weird line. Great
line, though, because that's all he thinks about. I didn't get to finish the house.
I'm building a house, man. I didn't finish my porch.
I don't deserve this. And then, deserve's got nothing to do with it. Pop.
Did he deserve it?
Probably.
He was a sheriff.
He was a bad lad like those lads as well back in the day. So
bad lad, yeah.
They all deserve it. As all of them. As Will said earlier on, it's coming to us all. What was it?
Everybody has it.
Everybody's got it coming. Yeah.
Kid.
So that's as well. Little Bill deserves what he gets.
We all
I suppose.
have it coming, kid.
Yeah.
He's kind of going outside and he goes, right, I'm coming outside. If anybody's there, I'm going to shoot you.
Well, what I love just before that happens, though, is as he's walking out, some guy goes, on the ground, pop.
Boom. Stick.
Yeah. Coming outside, anybody out there, I'll shoot you. If you shoot at me, I'll shoot you, and I'll kill your family, and I'll kill your friends. Burn your house down.
Why did the deputy raise his rifle and go, I can't?
He was the deputy that popped up a few times who was just always shitting it.
Okay.
So he didn't even pull a gun on him inside the bar. He was one of the lads that walked out the back because he's, probably smart not to pull a gun on this lad.
Yeah.
Because if you miss that shot, you're dead.
You're dead. Yeah. So it's quite a dark scene. You just see he's leaving the town on the back of a horse, and all the ladies come out to they don't wave him off, going, yeah.
Well, he hasn't exactly been nice to everybody in the town. He's not as friendly as they thought he was.
No,
he's kind of grim.
What
you get when you hire assassins.
Yeah, if you call a gunslinger up to kill two dudes, you're not going to have...
You're not getting the three amigos. No.
You get a plethora of gunslingers. Yeah.
And there was three guys in this one as well. Same movie.
Oh, yeah. Same movie, separate, different few degrees of
just slightly off to the side a little bit.
Yeah. So what does the epilogue text say?
They all sod off. Him and the family. He goes home, picks them up, sods off to somewhere else, opens up a dry goods store. Yeah,
it was a bit specific, I thought. Yeah, and again, it was from the perspective of the mother. Clara's mother came to visit them and found an empty house.
The end.
Well, that makes sense for him to do that because he knows that some people are still left in that town that knows where he lives and knows his name.
To be honest, even if he'd gone on a rampage and killed absolutely everybody he could find, someone would probably have got away. So,
yeah,
he's better off just getting the F out of Dodge. Not that that's Dodge.
It's not Dodge, but Dodge was around that area.
Yeah.
2 meadows over. I haven't done my scoring yet, so go ahead and start it up there.
Let's start with the plot. I chucked down a solid 4 for it. I really enjoy its unconventional approach to an old genre.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the gunslingers are not the heroes. They're all kind of monsters as well. I love that concept.
Yeah, I'll give it 3.5. I think similar to you, but yeah, it's not going to be in my top 20 movies of all time. It's just not really that amazing for me, but it was really enjoyable. Acting, I think Clint lets me down a little bit, but I don't want to make that. It probably will go down a little bit, my rating for this, but what are you giving it?
I've given it 4.25. I think Clint
Jesus
is good in this. In my eyes, I know you're going to poo-poo on him right now in a second, but I like his subtle performance at the start and how proper Clint he becomes at the end. Gene Hackman is fantastic in this, as is Harris, and the supporting cast is fantastic as well. Everybody in it. There's no bad performances. Until you give out about Clint now in a second.
No, I'm not going to give out about him again. I'll be giving 3.5. I think maybe if the character and the script of the character was a little bit more varied, and I know that's a different movie, but I'm just saying Clint was doing what the script says, so I'm giving 3.5. Soundtrack I wasn't that impressed with. I just didn't really hear it during the movie. Like, I know it is at the start and it's at the end, and it's quite cool, but it's like didn't really drive the movie for me. So incidental throughout, but I'll give it 2.75 because
I have similar feelings. There isn't a lot to it. I don't think it's diminished the movie all that much. There's a couple of moments where that near the end where he's walking or he's riding through the town. There's a bit of a foreboding tune playing. It's quite interesting, but it's no Ennio Morricone sort of thing going on here. So it's but if you don't expect that, it's fine. It's 3 to me. 3.3 grand.
I think that maybe they did a. I think Clint Eastwood wrote the first the theme at the start as well for some reason. Clara's theme, I think it's called. I'll give. Hello. I'll give 4 for production because everything looks cool.
Yeah, it's exactly what I've got written down here as well. I enjoyed the production. It's bang on, really, isn't it? Some interesting scenes, some nice cinematography.
Yes.
I think this is Clint's first directorial sort of outing.
I can't remember.
I think it might be. So you can see his style developing here. It gets a lot better in some of the subsequent movies, but it's very good.
Yeah, for sure. Stanley Kaufman in The New Republic back in 1992 gave it 30. He said, at the last, we're left with a film that tries to doll up a conventional genre with hints of depth, hoping to disguise the cross-dressing by putting it in the shape of an epic. Murnau, Mizoguchi, Ford, even you authors of the Book of Genesis, rest easy. I don't know what sort of drugs he was on back in 92.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Was Roger Ebert around back in 92? I'm sure he bloody was.
92, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's not very much. He gave it 100. He says the film reflects a passing era, even in its visual style. Not very much to write about there. Kenneth in Los Angeles Time gives it 100. Back in 92, he says, simultaneously heroic and nihilistic, reeking of myth but modern as they come. It is a Western for those who know and cherish the form, a film that resonates with the spirit of films past while taking out a territory quite its own.
Very good. Yeah, I
very good. That. Yeah, it is. It does stake out a territory of its own.
Much more miserable than any other Western before it.
Yes. Okay, cool. Let's shoot this podcast while we're on the shitter.
Yes, that works for me.
Something like that. All right, let's roll the dice for next episode. And we are getting 14,081.
Jesus.
Which is Hellbound, Hellraiser 2 from 1988.
Wow. It's basically the same movie as we just watched.
Yes. Summary. Kirsty is brought to an institution after the death of her family where the occult obsessive head resurrects Julia and unleashes the Cenobites once again. Metascore 41, but a user score of 7.3.
It has a bit of a cult following.
Yes, of course. Yeah. 1988, runs for 1 hour and 37 minutes, which is about the right length of time, I'm guessing, for this movie.
Yeah. I suspect I may have seen... I don't think I've seen this movie in its entirety, but I have flicked over to it on Channel 4 back in the day and watched some mindless violence.
Yeah, for sure. That's something probably I watched. Maybe the first one, I can't remember. But I don't go out of my way to watch horror movies.
Got a guy with pins in his head. That's all you need to
Pinhead. Pinhead. Yeah.
It'll be interesting. It's going to be awful, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's a 1 hour 37 experience of the Hellraiser franchise, which is good to record in its entirety. Not the anthology.
I'm not watching all the movies.
It's probably Hellraiser 8 or something at this stage.
Yeah, there's a ridiculous amount of them.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. We will see you then on episode 116 for Hellbound Hellraiser 2. If you haven't left a comment or emailed us or said hello to us ever, please do so. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Chuck.